Hi, good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. Today I would like to talk about air pollution. First, I will introduce some basic information of our interview for women and for men and one children. Next, even we will talk about the first question of our group.
Before starting my presentation, Mezyed had tell some introduction and some ideas about the air pollution. So thanks for Mezyed's speech. And now I want to talk about some details, interesting details about air pollution. And my presentation will divide it into two parts. The first part is a basic background about the air pollution, and another part is about a survey about the question: what is the most harmful effect of air pollution? Okay, let's begin with my first part. First, the air pollution is a mixture of natural and man-made substance in air we breathe. There are two ways to cause air pollution. Maybe we cause air pollution through the transportation, such as, for example, cars and trucks. Yeah, and another way is way through the burning of fossil fuels. For example, oil and gas line or coal. Finally, I will talk about some more effects about air pollution. Such as airplanes may cause screening, which is very harmful to our vegetation and buildings. Also, on the other hand, air pollution is very harmful to our health. For example, health effects include the heart disease, or get sick, or even cancer. Okay. We have some different between country and country. For example, in America and in China. In America, the main of air pollution comes from the cars and trucks. But in China, the main air pollution comes from the factories. Yeah. So the second part is our group, April and Mezyed and me, make a survey of its air pollution. Thanks for April and Mezyed's survey, and also we need a thanks for respondent of thank respondent for accepting our interview. Okay, let's discuss some interesting detail of what they said. Okay. First, most respondents told us the health is the most harmful effect of air pollution. For example, they get out sick and get a disease or even cancer, especially a child and old people. Okay. Next, some respondents point out the air pollution is really harmful. Is also really harmful to animals and plants. I think everyone seems to agree this point. Okay, finally, so we talk about some harmful of air pollution. But how about the solution the respondent had? Okay. Some people think we need to take public transportation And few respondents think we need to take more responsibility. I really agree with this point. With with the responsibility, we will take more action to improve our environment. Okay. Thanks for your attention. April will talk about more interesting details about the air pollution.
Okay, thanks, Evan. Now it's my turn. So my question is that what should schools do to reduce the problem of air pollution? So according to our interview, I think there are mainly 4 things I want to talk about with you. The first one is that 6 interviewees thought that schools should teach students something about air pollution. And we all know that schools are the places where students can receive formal education. So they can have some lectures about air pollution to teach students what is air pollution and tell them how to protect air pollution and what should they do. And the second one is that 2 of them thought that schools should plant more trees. As we all know that there are many people in our school. To give you an example, our school is smaller than any other schools in Xi'an, but our school has nearly 15,000 people. So we all know that there is a kind of gas easily to be produced, that is carbon dioxide. Yeah. So when there are many people, so carbon dioxide is easy to be produced. So, however, trees can help us to reduce the harmful of the air pollution. So after we plant many trees, our campus can become more beautiful. The third one is that schools should, 4 people of them think that schools should use less coal and electricity. To give you an example, it is very hot this week in Riverside. So, yeah, schools should provide enough power to suppose every classroom to use their air condition. So we can see that there is a large amount of consumption of electricity. But if we can use less electricity, that is better for our air pollution. And the last one is they think that when schools do some decoration, they should use some healthy, safety, and environmental materials. And compare with Chinese and Americans, I think that most things are almost the same. But there is one thing that they are different. It is that one interview said that schools should let students do some research about air pollution by themselves. But in China, maybe I think it is seldom students do it. So I think the practical ability is in US is more here. But our school, I think we are make progress now. Now that's all about my question, and I'd like to turn it over to Mezyed. He will talk about the third question.
Finally, we interview some people about this question, me and my friend. What do you do to discuss air pollution? And they give us an example. First person talk about he likes riding a bicycle, and he usually drive as little as possible. And the third, he teach children more and pay more attention to do something to reduce pollution. And third, the second person said when you use air condition, always have appropriate temperature, never too low. And also he take a short shower and use low limitation.
No.
What?
No. Use what?
Never too low.
Low imitation?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And walk to the work. He use the car. And the third person said use more friendly for environment and use the hyper car. They walk off the board and plant to more trees to get oxygen, CO2 for human. And finally, in Kuwait, we have a lot of factory, and this factory led to high temperature. Thank you for listening. I will tend to.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Mezyed. And to sum up, our groups has talked about the harmful effect of air pollution, and we discussed about solutions to reduce air pollution from mainly two aspects, that is schools and and ourselves. Yeah, sorry. And I think we can, from this, from our group work, I learned a lot. I think we can do a lot of things to reduce the air pollution, such as turning off the lights when we don't use it, and a lot of things I think we can do. We can take a public transportation and so on. So I think the most important thing is that we should keep one thing in mind, that is we have responsibility to do something to protect our air. So I think if everyone make a contribute to protect air, our air, our living condition, our living environment will become much better. That's all about our presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Are there any questions?
Yes, there are.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Mezyed, no, Rani is the first one to have it. So, can you hold on? Wait a minute.
What is the one way to solve the air pollution problem?
One way.
Yeah.
Only one way.
Using a hyper car and turn off the air conditioner if you want.
Yeah.
Can I ask you? Yeah.
Evan? Okay.
Okay.
You explained many things air pollution style. Yeah. What do you think is the best harmful our lives?
It's about the most harmful effect of our air pollution is our health. Also include the animal and the plants in the house. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you explained many things, gas or factory air pollution. Yeah, but I want to hear the best harmful is our body. Which one? Yeah. And cars, release
Exhaust.
gas, or your China
Factory.
factory release gas. Which one the best harmful?
Do you understand? Which is more harmful to humans, right, Jin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Car is the pollution from cars more dangerous for humans,
Yeah.
or is the pollution from factories.
Okay.
Is that right,
okay,
Jin?
Yeah,
got
Okay,
it.
good. Okay.
So, in different country have different culture or different rules. Maybe I think in America, you see a lot of the car are driving on the road. So the main air pollution, the main harmful effect of air pollution comes from the cars and trucks in America. But in China, we have a lot of the factories because we are a developing country. So we have lots of the factories and so to improve our economy.
So which is worse? Cars or factories? Cars or factories? Which is worse?
I think the most harmful is the factories
Yeah.
because they have lots of the chemical from the factories.
Yeah.
Is in the air, and you can create the acid rain.
Yeah.
Acid rain.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
bad
very
stuff.
it's also the damage to our building or some plants.
Okay, thank you.
Write another one. Write number 3.
Excuse me, how do people get sick from the air pollution?
Sick.
Sick. The Evan said maybe some older people something get the cancer, something from the air pollution, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do people get sick?
Sometimes the air pollution is so serious. Maybe your eyes is burning or maybe your throat or is uncomfortable. Okay, maybe it's have a long time. Maybe it's very bad for your health. It brings lots of the bad substances in your body, so it's very easy to make you sick. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Okay, anyone?
Okay.
In school, teacher should give a lecture to students, teach them protect the air. But sometimes the student can't listen or can't do that. So what can we do? What should we do to make the lecture more effective?
I know what's your. Maybe we can use some media, such as PowerPoint, some pictures, and give some examples to students, and let them know the air pollution more. How to say? More clearly. Maybe I think we can. Except the lectures, we can let students to do some research by themselves, and after they experience this, they will remember more deeply. I think. Thank you.
I think maybe you can take him to the factories.
Yeah.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's very easy to learn how to.
Yeah.
It's important. Yeah. Any more?
Yeah.
Okay, Jack.
Excuse me, what do you think that which the solutions same in America and China?
Which is the same?
Same, yeah.
They do the same thing to protect air.
Yeah. What about the car?
Yes, it's one way. Maybe I think it's most. I think also in America have lots of factories, but not too much. I think maybe cars is the real reason. And I think the most important is is the factories. You know, in China, have lots of factories. I think you might have also have just like Los Angeles, or they have some, you know, air pollution. Getting in the real side.
Okay, thank you.
So,
Okay,
Any last questions?
Mezyed, what's the most harmful for air pollution?
What?
harmful.
Harmful.
What's
Most,
Effect.
the most harmful result,
yeah,
the most harmful thing
yeah.
of air pollution?
What do you
What's the most dangerous thing of air pollution?
They high for the temperature and people get sick. Like my friend talked about this.
Yeah, so cancer,
Yes.
Yeah.
cancer, asthma.
I like your coaching.
All right, thank you very much.